Hey there, Pisces. How you doing? My name is Sherilyn, and I'm here to do your weekly tarot reading. This one is going to be for my Pisces collective or cross watchers. We're just going to pull cards and see what comes out, pretty much. If you want official dates, although I think this is kind of timeless, but at any rate, it would be the 27th through the 30th of October. But I think kind of when you find it is when you were supposed to find it, okay? Let's see what we get for my Pisces. Alrighty. Okay, so we've got Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Alrighty, from the top. Okay, we're starting with the Hermit, followed by the Seven of Cups, and then the Hangman. So this is your backstory going into this reading, or your recent past, however you want to look at it, okay? With the Hermit to the Seven of Cups, I feel as though you pulled your energy back out of a situation. I'm getting the feeling here that the reason you pulled your energy back out of this situation is because you felt that you were more heavily invested than the other person was, okay? Some of you, or maybe most of you, ended up feeling like possibly you were an option, okay? And that wasn't the intention when you went into this, right? So you went into this believing that you were in something exclusive or in something that was building to something more serious. And instead, as time went on, you began to feel as though possibly you were an option, okay? So because of that, you pulled your energy back out of this situation to try to reassess it and make sure you understood where you were standing, you know, what was going on. The challenge in this row right here is the Hangman, and it's because you ended up feeling very stuck. So you ended up in a position where you had pulled your energy back, but you weren't ready to leave. So what were you supposed to do, right? You had to either stay and accept what was happening, or you had to leave and you didn't feel ready to leave, and this is why you felt stuck. So this has already taken place. This is your recent past or your backstory, like I said. So we can't change this. It's already happened, but this is what we're building off of in this particular reading, okay? All right, so then where are we at now? Currently, we have the Ace of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. So you're presenting here as the Queen of Swords, which is not necessarily the most comfortable place for a Pisces. It's really not you're not normally the strongest place in your wheelhouse, right? Is not normally to be Queen of Swords. Your Queen of Cups normally, or something along those lines. But at any rate, you are you're coming through as somebody who's been hurt, okay, and you've been deceived, and you are tired of that. So you are coming through very cold, really. Coming through very analytical, very logical, but you're not putting your emotions out there at this point. At this point, you've kind of locked those away, which takes away some of your strength, you know what I'm saying, because you're a water sign. So you're really good at dealing with emotions, and you're not dealing with them at all right now. That's what this is saying to me. Okay? All right. You're somebody who's really tired of the BS is what this is. You don't want anybody else to deceive you, and you feel as though, even in this situation, you feel as though somebody's been deceptive towards you. Ace of Pentacles is speaking of a new opportunity. I do not know that this opportunity is directly involved with the person that we're speaking about, you having this relationship up here. This almost feels like it's something that Spirit sent to you to try to get your mind off of this, or to get you something else to think about, something else to focus on. It does look like it's somehow loosely attached to money. It doesn't have to mean it's a job, but it's something that could somehow make you some sort of profit. It could be a hobby or something that's going to make you some profit. But more than anything, I feel like it's been sent to you to try to get your mind off of being hyper-focused about this particular relationship, okay? Okay, the challenge in this line right here, in our current, is the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is speaking of impulsive action, right? It's fiery, it's passionate. On the flip side of passion is anger, okay? So I think there is an element here of anger. I don't think anybody could blame you for that, right? I mean, it's just, like I said, you signed up for one thing, and it appears that somebody else, although they agreed to it, was not signing up for the same thing, okay? All right, so that's where we're at right now. But you being angry right here is lending itself into you being in this Queen of Swords for sure. It's part of the catalyst for that. Okay, where are we going in the near future? I have the Knight of Swords, okay? The Eight of Swords. All right, and then the challenge is going to be the Knight of Cups. Now this is, what, do you have any other cups? You have cups in the top row. This is, yeah. Okay, so going forward, in the near future, I have Knight of Swords. This is you going on a crusade, basically, to try to find clarity. You have been deceived. You feel like somebody has, you know, sold you a lemon, like they sold you a car that doesn't run or something. This is what the person that you're dealing with, this is how they're making you feel. So you're out to find the truth. You're on this crusade for clarity. You want to know what's really going on here, okay? Eight of Swords in the next position is talking to the fact that you are definitely up in your head. You're running laps in your head, you know what I'm saying, trying to figure this all out. You're overthinking it at this point, okay? When you overthink something, you can't really find a solution most of the times, and it's because you are, everything gets warped then, right, when you overthink. So what is the challenge in the near future? It is the Knight of Cups. I feel like the Knight of Cups is as soon as you get frustrated to a point where you are done with this situation right here that we've been speaking of, you turn to go to walk away, and this person comes back in then to love bomb you, is what I think is happening here. As soon as they feel you truly cut your energy off or try to go away, that's when they come back around. The bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Swords, because that's all you're looking for is the truth. This is the sword of truth, and that's what you're really after. The Four of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. So you consider this person to be a higher level soulmate, and I'm sure that they are. They were intended to come into your life. I just can't tell you whether or not they were intended to stay there forever or whether or not they turn karmic on you. That part we don't necessarily have clarity on right here. But with the Three of Pentacles, this is, you know, this is talking about collaborations. It could mean that there's a third party involved in this situation. That's a possibility. For some of you, you've been lied to possibly, and you were the third party, but didn't know it going in. That's a possibility as well. There is another energy involved in this situation. I just don't know that it's a quote-unquote third party. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't have to be an affair. It could be a friend or a family member, but somebody else's opinion is very important in this situation right now, and their opinion is adversely affecting you and this person's relationship for sure. All right, I don't know where I'm on time because I didn't put the timer on, so we're going to guess. No. Okay, can't see it from here. Let's see, three more. I got the Six of Swords, the Two of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles. See, the Six of Swords is what I was just speaking about down here, where I said as soon as you detach, this person comes back through to try to pull you back in, you know what I'm saying? But this is you trying to detach and so that you can, you know, sail the ship, which is your life, off into calmer waters. I think you are truly tired of not only the deception, but the constant uncertainty and chaos. Two of Wands is the next card over. That's talking about you being at a crossroads and needing to make a decision as far as what path you're going to take to the rest of your life. And the Nine of Pentacles is going to be the closing card on this. The Nine of Pentacles speaks of you being pretty much single in some way, at least temporarily. This is talking about you being independent, you know, you not needing anybody. I mean, whatever there is out there, you may want somebody near you, but you don't need them. You know, there's no sense of codependence here. It's a very independent nature. It is somebody who's self-made and self-reliant. It's also somebody nobody else is telling them what to do. You know what I'm saying? It's somebody who is independent. That's what it is. Possibly that's the whole lesson that was trying to be learned here. You know what I'm saying? Was how to stand in your own independence. It does not mean you're going to get stuck there forever. Okay, don't go there. It's but it is a lesson that we have to learn. It makes us much better as a partner if we know how to be independent, is what they say. Okay? I hope this helps, Pisces. I know you've been going through it, and I'm sorry. It looks like it's been difficult, but I do feel like you're on the back side of it, so at least we are getting closer to you having peace, right? Is what I see here. All right. There you go. Thank you.